home run short.
And a welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Friars look to extend their historic winning streak to 18 right after this. Julio Urias gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
And now, Connor King. He will lead this one off today.
King.
Now here's the first offering. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Here it comes, 2-0.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. Ball. 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the payoff pitch home, and that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First delivery to him. Lee stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
King aboard here at first with nobody out. Not close. It's 2-0.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in this strike zone.
Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
At the plate now, Anderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. sent out to straightaway center field. Bellinger is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that #2 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Ready now is number 16, and they're runners at the corners now. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Good. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, number 16 brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Hit back up the middle. Taylor has it to second for one. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Charles Osborne is on the mound for the Padres in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to him now. Three and 2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Justin Turner, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, one man out. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll step in here at 275. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. Here comes the 0-1. That's a strike to throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So now here is number 14. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball outside.
Now the 1-0. Chopped toward the second baseman. Gonna be a tough play on the first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Stepping in now, Christian Osborne standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. 329 is the average for him coming in. 2 home runs and 22 RBIs. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Again, he sends it out of play.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So now to the plate, Brent Collins, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here it comes, 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Connor.
Digging in next, Connor Price, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Even though he's batting right-handed in this particular bat, this guy swings it from both sides of the plate. Numbers pretty much the same across the board. A terrific hitter, right-handed in this at bat, but if you try to switch this guy around from the left side, he can do some damage also. You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
A 1 pitch on its way.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 San Diego. Last half of the second set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1-0.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is full.
3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 5th, the catcher.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Here now is Will Smith. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Lee is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the center fielder, A.J. Pollock. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Behind 0-2 now. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Popped him up. Number 14 has a play, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're down 1-0. And stepping in, Charles Osborne. 9-1-2 due up.
Charles Osborne.
Now here's the first offering. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's out to the gap in right center. It's down for at least a base hit. With his speed, perhaps more. Throwing to second, and that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
The first baseman.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Connor King, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. Comes set, and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
At the plate, Lee, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1.
Nope, ball.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
The 1-1 home. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. Fouled away. King gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Anderson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. Runners on first with one down. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Runner at first here, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. Runners off for second, and it's fouled away. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
In now, number 16, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Too high. Ball 3.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Up next, Chris Taylor, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And now the first pitch.
Ball high.
On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Julio.
Next to hit, Julio Urias. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. He's set. Here it comes. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the AB on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, here is number 14. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 14.
First offering.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
The bat, the center fielder, Christian Osborne.
Into the box, Christian Osborne off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Two balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Next, it'll be Brent Collins. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Collins is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
And now they've got him in a rundown. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Padres go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner.
Now here's the first offering.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
And This is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
This is in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Number 35, Cody Bellinger.
So 2 out, nobody on. And here comes Cody Bellinger. And now the first pitch, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Ripped down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
To the plate now, Will Smith, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate.
We'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. 2-out double left stranded. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the speed threat, Connor Price.
Connor Price.
First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Charles Osborne is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Price leads off second with nobody out. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Here comes the 1-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Standing in now, Connor King.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Last time through was a base hit. The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a spin and a throwback to second and a dive, but he's back in there. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Dustin May, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties
Number
here.
85, Dustin May.
Into the box now, Lee. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Pollock is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, number 18.
Digging in will be Anderson. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
0-1. Here it comes.
Ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Two out here and a runner at second. Ball 2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Well, a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-0 San Diego. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading off for the
Good
Dodgers,
stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A.J. Pollock will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. A.J. Pollock is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th.
Muncy.
Next up is Max Muncy. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you could do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
So now to the plate, Chris Taylor. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Bounce to first, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail in this one 3-0.
So I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Now at the plate is number 16. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Number 16.
First pitch of the AB now.
That missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. To 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Ground ball left side. Fielded cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
At the plate now, number 14. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-0. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Christian Osborne will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. first delivery to him.